Good morning. It is 5:39 a.m. on Tuesday, April 27th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It's very early, but I'm actually already running late. I have to be in to work pretty early today for, because people like to get in early, and we have some contractors coming in to work that I have to sort of accompany, and you know what? They like to do it early. Doesn't matter what we want. I don't know. I mean, it's not that big a deal really, but it's also just kind of like, I suppose it does make sense from a perspective. So like if we take a moment and say, okay, well, what is this coming from on their end? Well, their time is money. They work by the hour on stuff, and traffic around Boston is not great, and so they would prefer to do the transit not during rush hour, and so they want to drive into Boston before the rush hour starts, so that, yeah. So I mean, that's why. But it also means I have to get up really early and all that to go and sit there with them and point at the thing that they're doing. It's fine. I'm actually like, I really, it doesn't even really bother me that much. It's more like, if there's any energy in my voice right now, it's kind of just that I'm already kind of running a little bit later than I intended to be, and so I'm like, the frustration is almost more with myself right now. Although Rocket was certainly concerned about me getting up so early. You know, he's doing fine. So in other Rocket news, we're trying to shift him from 3 meals per day, 3 meals per day to 2. And so what that meant is that yesterday got a great big breakfast. Oh boy. And it's funny because like he was eating it and he literally like kept looking back up at me while he was eating it like, hey, I think you made a mistake, Mom. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just excited, but it is different, and I don't know if it's going to be like this all the time now. And yeah, so and it will, but it also means no lunch. And actually, he did really good. He did beg a little bit at about the normal time, but was pretty chill about it overall. So, you know, score on that. He's a very good boy. He still does like to chew on stuff, though. Boy, I just, it's a dog thing, but it just means compared to Luna was just not that much of a chewer. It's funny how even within the same breed, individual dogs can be just very different. He's over there chewing on stuff as we speak. I also yesterday watched, I rewatched for the first time in a while, School of Rock. And I think that was it was inspired by like a handful of tweets that were basically just Jack Black appreciation tweets mostly, I think, that I read recently. And I was just thinking, you know what's great? School of Rock. And you know what? It is great. It is great. It's great. And that movie, I think, like, it's funny in a way that has, like, we haven't had anything that aged poorly. Jack Black is just force of nature in that movie. The kids are really good, and the music's awesome. Like, what else do you want in a movie, right? Like, it's good. And it actually just sort of, I found the rock energy inspiring. And I am, I want to rock, which means sticking it to the man. but it does not necessarily mean disturbing my neighbors early in the morning. So that's why I was saying it kind of quietly. Yeah, and so sometimes the energy of rock means getting up really early to go to work. So, yeah, well, anyway. I have to leave it there because I'm running late, so I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.